taken the strides where I believe that they're ready to go do it. Some of the younger guys that, Janze's taken some really good strides of understanding. I think that when you are a true freshman and you come into a new program for your first year, there's so much growth. There's so much things. Where do I go? How do I understand the training room? The resources I didn't have in high school. A lot of that becomes the things that we're on them about to maximize themselves. I'm excited about our two young guys, Jay Sean and Noah. I see Jay Sean from the spring feeling more comfortable with what he needs to do. He understands the effort he needs to play with. He's already grown. Him and Noah both have gotten bigger, stronger, faster this summer with Coach Ballou. I'd really say that I'm looking for them all to take strides at where they're at. Obviously, the guys a little bit older have a little bit of a one-up purely because they understand how to play in this league.
Yeah, some of those older guys that have been in the program for a while, is there a sense that maybe like those guys are kind of chomping at the bit, ready for their turn, or what's it been like for those guys?
I completely agree. I think when you have great players, Will Anderson, Dallas Turner, Chris Braswell, all those guys, they waited their turn and worked and found roles throughout the years as they were here. I'd like to say that our guys are ready to do that too, and they're hungry, and that means that I get to see them unleashing it, and I got to coach them how to control it, and they're excited, and I want that. I want guys that are excited and ready to go prove that they belong and that they're ready to carry that torch from the previous guys that were here.
Coach, what's it been like for you getting a chance to work with Jamie Mosley, played linebacker here, won a national championship, and now he's coaching, working with this defense. What kind of influence has he been on this entire defense?
He's a great resource for everybody in the program, not only the players, but for me. I know my day one, I'll tell everybody this. It was a whirlwind for me. I was coaching at Baylor, and then the next day I'm here coaching practice at Alabama, and to help me figure out what we were doing, where we were at in the off-season program. But even when it comes to talking about the standard, I think anytime former players are in your program or around your program, guys like Clinton Dix and Denzel and Josh Chapman, those guys who have played on teams that have competed and put numbers on these walls, they will speak from a place that I'm not a former player here. They will always have impact on the program. And so Jamie, I love him to death, man. Every day he's here early. He's always trying to help somebody. He is the epitome of what we want anybody that walks in this door to see at Alabama, is a guy that's done it and a guy that's going to demand the best. And he's here to help, and he's going to be a great coach. He's got all the skill and talent. He's going to be doing it here in front of everybody in a short time. I know that.
You think this sort of ties in with Jamie, but a lot of guys now that are out there on the field coaching that weren't able to before this rules change. Do you sense the excitement in them like everybody else?
I completely agree. It's not that they're rejuvenated in any way, but it's like I can add value in practice and doing things that maybe before they weren't allowed to do. And you can be able to talk to everybody about anything now, and I think that opens a lot of doors for more coaching to go on at practice, and some more details and more hands on deck. But I definitely feel in the juice of practice, and it's really exciting to see that, and that's what I think the rule was intended, was to add value.
And helps the established coaches too.
Oh, it does, yeah, because it allows, I know in my career, I once was a quality control assistant, and it limits, but you get more experience, and it allows the team to get better, quicker, and more hands on deck. So it's been great so far.
How do you feel your older guys, Q-Rob and Keanu Cooter, are adjusting to the new scheme?
I think they're doing a great job. My background and their background, I worked for Todd Grantham, who was here at one point, and a lot of the words that they use I've been exposed to, and I've been with other coaches that have been in this system. And I think when I first got here, I tried to be a translator. And how do I make it quickly where, I know this. And they're locking in on that, and then obviously studying words and things that help them move faster and expanding the defense. I've been really excited about them and just their leadership. They want to lead, and they want to do a great job, and they do it every day, and they show up and give their best. And I think you're going to see them do a great job this fall.
Do you feel Quay Russaw has made strides from the spring to the fall?
Absolutely. He's worked his tail off. I've told him it's his time to be able to be a part of what we're doing and to get out in front. I'm excited to see him do it at a high level this fall.
Thank you.
I'd say there wouldn't be very much difference in the way that we've recruited here in the past. The job that they're going to do on the field got to be impactful in the run game as well as be able to pass rush. I think we're going to move that guy in some ways that maybe they haven't in the past that would allow them to make some plays, maybe off the ball. So we're looking for a pretty athletic guy that can do a range of at the end of the line, off the ball. But the good thing with my position too is that we could have a diversity of guys of different skill sets, different sizes that allow us to get the best guys on the field and play with probably more guys at one time.
Yeah, how is it different than like the jack position that they had previously under Saban's defense? Like, what are the biggest differences?
I'd say, from nothing different in terms of what we're looking for in terms of recruiting. I'd say that maybe just a couple more individual scheme fit things that Coach Womack would want to move that guy around maybe a little bit differently than Coach Saban did, and I think our guys are liking that it's opened up some things that maybe they didn't do in the past, but they're still doing a lot of the same techniques that we saw Dallas and Will Anderson do in the past.
Sure, and one last question about that. I mean, Wolf is a pretty cool position.
Yeah.
What is it like? That's the position you're being coached.
I think just to have that, it kind of gives us some things in terms of pass rush that we talk about, hunting. We got to go hunt together. That's one of the things that we're talking about. I've always, anywhere I've ever been, talked about hunting as one. That's kind of been a slogan that I've used, and I think our guys, being a group of guys that all have different skill sets and all are going to have to help us at some point this fall and going forward, it's got to be something that rallies us too, and I'm looking forward to using that to motivate.
One last question for you too. Q Robinson, I saw a moment today where he was kind of helping out some of the new guys.
Yeah.
I mean, is he kind of like another coach out there helping out, or what has his kind of leadership been like?
When I came in, I knew he was a fifth-year guy, and those guys, especially here at Alabama, the development that they've had for years, those guys are really advanced. And so to have somebody that's older, mature, that understands the expectation, that's seeing guy after guy play, that wants to step into a role